Now after commutative property, we will go to distributive property. Distributive property. Distributive property can be written like this. For example, I am putting here plus, you can put anything else too. This a will enter in this bracket, and if it is multiplication, it will be multiplied with each of the elements, and if it is division, then this will be divided by each of the elements of the brackets. So I am taking as multiplication a asterisk c. Now I am taking 2 multiplication 3 plus 4. Here 3 will be multiplied with 2, will be multiplied with 3, plus 2 will be multiplied with 4 as well. Now we will solve it. 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8, 8 plus 6, the answer is 14. So this was our distributive property. And now we will discuss 2 other properties. Identity. Identity law. All the numbers, all the sets of numbers do not possess identity. Some of them possess identity. Like set of real numbers has identity, set of natural numbers has identity, and many other sets has also. So identity is an element. Identity can be represented with respect to the given operation. For example, we have 2 identities. One is additive identity and the other is multiplicative identity. Additive identity is the number, is the element which if we add with any number it should not make any difference. What should be that element? That should be 0. So 0 is our additive identity, because by adding we are getting this result. And you might have understood the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity, I am again writing here 4 and now multiplying. What should be here which does not affect the answer? It should be 1, except 1, nothing else can be there. So 1 is a multiplicative identity. Okay, so this was the identity. So we can have identity elements in many set of numbers. And then we have inverse. Many sets do not have inverses, like set of natural numbers. In set of natural numbers, if a number is plus 4, then its inverse is, with respect to addition, its inverse is minus 4. So minus 4 does not exist in set of natural numbers. So we will say the set of natural number has not inverse. So inverse is the element which, if we have again 2 inverses, one is additive and the other is multiplicative, additive inverse. For example, I am again writing here what to add with 4, that we get here the identity. Identity means the additive identity, that is 0. So it should be minus 4. We are adding negative minus 4 with plus 4 and we are getting identity. So this is additive inverse, the element which is added to the element to the number and we get the identity is our additive inverse. And then we have additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Again I will write 4 and multiplication. Now there should be multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity, that is 1. So what to multiply with 4? It should be 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4. If we multiply 4 with 1 by 4, we will get 1 because this 4 will be cancelled. So in other words, we can say this 4 and 1 upon 4 both are reciprocals of each other. These are called reciprocals. So the multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal of that number. If we have 3 by 4, then 4 by 3 is our reciprocal. So reciprocal is called here the multiplicative inverse. Okay, keep these all small things in your mind and put them in your practice.